after everything that's happened, things can change.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I think I'm like really screwed at this point in the game. Like, I don't think there's anyone in the game that I could beat at the end, because I'm bad at like talking to everyone. Like, I feel comfortable saying people, and then I just talk to them. And like, the people on your side, like, I mean, I've talked to Jake a little bit because I feel like he's just like super like friendly and talks to everyone. But like, I said maybe 5 words to Oakley and to Ashley, and I knew JT previously, which is why he's been speaking. But yeah, I feel like I don't have any leverage on anyone.
I cannot believe that vote actually worked. We had, Michael had come to us saying that he wanted blindside, or no, Connor came to us saying he wanted blindside Michael. So we sort of took the opportunity as a way to get them to split their votes, because we weren't sure if we could trust Connor, because he did lie last round about who he was going to vote for.
I'm just saying, like, I felt like
I totally understand why you feel like that. I'm really sorry to make you feel like you were on the bottom and you didn't know things.
Not necessarily on the bottom. It made me feel like, okay, Connor is just going to say, do whatever we want, Connor, and at some point I have to look out for myself.
And that's fine. But then, like, this part's on you. Speak up, because like when we're having conversations about who should go, your voice is equal to everybody else's was there, and like a lot of times we would throw a name out and you would be okay with it instead of like throwing out somebody else's name if you thought that somebody else wanted to be there. Like, we are all adults and we all need to put our own voice out there for it. Like, if you didn't feel like your voice was being heard, tell us, like, I don't feel like I'm being heard in our conversation.
It wasn't even that if I was being heard, I thought I was being excluded from conversations.
No.
I felt like, you know what I mean?
I understand. I'm not invalidating how you feel, but that's not, like, what was happening at all. Like, if there's another reference point that you feel like you were being left out of a conversation, please let me know, because the only thing that you've given me is that you didn't know that I knew JT. Is there something else?
Well, there was a lot. I just felt like there was a lot of communication between y'all, and none of it got back to me about like a lot of things.
I'm sorry that you felt like that too. You were really part of my like end game, and I would not have been gunning for you to go out ever. So I feel like it's disappointing to me in my game, but also I'm like sorry that that's the way that you felt, because that was not actually like the reality of like my perspective or like what my plans were for like you. Like, I was not planning to vote you out ever.
And obviously I'm upset. I recognize your perception, and I'm not invalidating that at all.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be upset. I'm not sitting here like not you for being upset. You have every right to be upset.
Right, and you do what you need to do, and that's just like, it's about communication, and if I wasn't communicating enough with you, I apologize, but at the same time, I feel like I've been pretty open with everybody on the old Bravo, so I'm not quite sure what I could have done more of.
In true Ikebani fashion, we have welcomed a new member through the means of having them vote someone completely random and expose themselves to their alliance.
Sorry, this is so funny.
He probably did a lot more damage to himself than I did when I voted such a way. That's the way God intended it, so we wish the best for him, and he always has a spot here at least until the 6th. I mean, maybe further.
Today you'll be listening to a folklore story. Prince Demetrius Augustin Gallitzin was a Russian aristocrat and Catholic priest. He'd later migrate and die here in Pennsylvania and be known as the Apostle of the Alleghenies. Prince Gallitzin was born in 1770, not in Russia, but the Netherlands. His father, Prince Dmitri, not to be confused with Demetrius, was the Russian ambassador to the Netherlands. In 1792, when he was just 21, his parents decided he should tour through Europe. This was the custom among young aristocrats at the time to educate themselves by travel. However, the French Revolution had made European tours unsafe. It was decided he'd visit America, the West Indies, and other foreign lands instead. In the Allegheny Mountains in 1799, Gallitzin founded the settlement of Loretto, Pennsylvania, which is now Cambria County, Pennsylvania. Loretto would become the first English-speaking Catholic settlement in the United States west of the Allegheny Front. For 41 years, Gallitzin traveled the Allegheny Mountains, often preaching, teaching, serving, and praying. A doctor recommended bed rest and warmth for the exhausted priest, but he was reluctant to miss any Lenten or Holy Week services. Father Gallitzin ministered faithfully until the end of his life, and after a brief illness, died at Loretto on May 6, 1840, shortly after Easter at the age of 69. As of June 2005, he has been named a servant of God, the first step on the path towards sainthood. This park we are at was named in honor of Prince Gallitzin.
Build my confidence after that memory challenge previously, which was but this time it was really a little bit more relied on my physical. Like I was running, got a couple runs, ran back, used a little strategy with which places I went first, and I'm really happy. I think I needed this one. Our plan is just that I'm assuming that they have an iPhone, like pretty sure. So maybe they'll play it, maybe they won't. They might even have two, who knows. So we're just trying to be in the safe zone. I thought I saw Melanie and Sarah like huddled together, like reading something like this, or maybe they were counting their fire tokens, I don't know. But I was watching like a hawk to make sure I didn't see them give any fire tokens to any members of the team. But, you know, we'll see what happens, because I could have an extra vote, and we could be screwed, so who knows.
The fact that that tribal went the way that it did is the first time all game where something went just perfectly to set us up for the future, because now they're in the minority. They're the ones scrambling. And for once, we could just breathe. It's not going to be easy road moving forward, but nothing about this game has been easy. I've wanted to just give up so many times. I broke down crying a few times. It's just been lose. Finally, Propeller Boy, of all people, swooped in to save us. What's really funny is if we would have won that last pre-merge challenge, they probably would have voted out Connor. And because they won and they kept him, Stacy's gone. And the other three are probably not too far behind.
Alright. Anybody has a hidden immunity item and would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
This is going to take me a second. I packed this away a little. Well. wrong, I'm wrong.
First vote. Michael. Michael. That's 2 votes, Michael. Sarah. Does not count. Sarah. Does not count. JT. 2 votes, Michael. 1 vote, JT. JT. 2 votes, Michael. 2 votes, JT. JT. 3 votes, JT. 2 votes, Michael. 2 votes, left. 12th person voted out, Survivor, Pennsylvania, Altoona, the 3rd member of our jury, JT.
Told you. Good job, guys. Y'all knew what the fuck you were doing.
JT,
I
the
called
time
it.
is spoken.
Good job. Whoever it was, good fucking job. It's about time y'all woke the fuck up.
JT, it's not over yet. This entire season we've been doing, we started with 14 bottles. We're now down to 4. You have a 25% chance at getting right back into this. You just gotta pick the right bottle.
Come on.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's go!
JT, did you read all of it before throwing it? There was an important piece on that paper. Read it out loud.
Congratulations, you are back in the game. Go to exile. Let's go.
Good pick, JC.
JT, we will not stuff your torch. You are back in this game. You are just voted out. You are still in this. You still have a shot to win. You're going to go to exile. You will join the tribe at the next season challenge. You guys will go back to camp. I'll see you at tribal council in a bit. I'll see you at the challenge. I'm sorry. Go back to camp.